Hey, this is Simon. I want to talk a little bit about the glitch Genesis that I built going on, gosh, gotta be 6-7 years ago. Some of you posted some questions about it. It seemed like a good opportunity for me to dig back into it too. Here I've got two Genesis systems. This one is the regular Genesis with no modifications, and this is the glitch Genesis. So Sega Genesis usually don't have this keypad here, or these blue LEDs here, and also you can see I have a couple more AV options, although not in a terribly straight line there. You can see here, not on that one. So I didn't open this one up, but let's crack open this guy. So this is what they look like inside. Normally it's just this. This is the Genesis. Up here, that's my Arduino. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Here's where you put in your cartridges, mapped up to the top, controllers at the front, audio, volume control. So what's important for the glitch Genesis are these guys here. These are the video RAM. This is the memory where the system keeps the sprites that it's showing on screen. In order to really see what's happening, we need to flip over this board. So I've unscrewed this. So actually, here and here, this is not my work. This was on the original Genesis. They had to botch on a couple things on the board. Here's what I did under this tape. So right here is the opposite side of that VRAM, right? These are the contacts for that VRAM that we were just looking at. So all I've done is I've put a couple botches in there. I've put a couple wires that I can use to short circuit this to just connect these to the other. And what I've done is I've taken those wires run to both through here. They run to that keyboard there, but also to the Arduino. And all that I have on the Arduino here is I'm running it to a chip that makes those connections. This is a 4066 chip, and all it does is when it gets a voltage from the Arduino, it connects 2 points. In this case, the 2 wires that are shorting the VRAM. The keypad that I have here is just shorting the VRAM in another way by pushing the buttons. But the way the Arduino works is it's taking in MIDI messages from this USB cable. When I plug it into the computer sees this Arduino as a USB MIDI device, and then I can play it like I would a piano. But by sending that notes out, I'm not playing any pitches, I'm making those different connections on the VRAM. Alright, so here we have some Echo the Dolphin, which is one of my favorites to glitch. And all I have to do is start playing some keys on the keyboard. If I stop playing, if I stop shorting the VRAM, eventually it returns to normal, as it's had to load in new sprites. Playing again, and I think this just looks fantastic.